The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day, there we have three reports this week, and it's only Wednesday, that help us understand just what an astonishingly bad place our economy is in. The OECD report out Monday, which was blunt and although slightly political in terms of ideas around capital gains tax, was irrefutably accurate when it talked of our issues around productivity, education and debt. What Labor 2017 through 2023 left us with is fiscally criminal. And then the morning report, the Morning Star report on our KiwiSaver fund in the first quarter of this year so far, values up $4 billion to $108 billion. Well, that's good news, surely. The bad news, though, is in the commentary. New Zealand's economy is likely to slow, they say. What makes that worse is the world's isn't. And that is where the fund's growth has come from, tapping into the success of others, and we're not. Report number 3 from the Treasury yesterday afternoon. The deficit is blowing out. For the 9 months so far to March, it's over $5 billion. Just to explain that, that's $5 billion more than we have for just the 9 months so far. That's $619 million, over $500 million, worse than they thought it was going to be, and they thought it was going to be bad enough. Tax is your issue, of course. When you're in a double-dip recession, we don't pay as much tax. Carbon markets played their part too, because the previous government cocked them up so badly the return didn't happen, nor did other returns from Crown and state-owned enterprises. Our debt, net debt, is at 42.9%. Shall we call it 43%? Let's call it 43% of the size of our entire economy. Labor, when they arrived, it was 19%. Personally, I would never ask Chris Hipkins another question about his current government's actions or policies ever again, because between him and Ardern, as these three reports so clearly point out, there are few so-called first world economies on this planet that are as hopeless as we are right now. Everyone is suffering. Every second organisation or agency or charity has their hand out for more money. Any number of groups are on a series of strikes or stop works. The social and moral malaise is palpable, and the reports produce the numbers that explain why that is. I don't envy this new government. No matter which way they turn, there is a mess. There should have been an amnesty, in fact, on criticism, because what they face is so bad, all we can do is wish them well. And always remember that what they are currently undertaking is a repair job of historic proportion.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.